today with Potomac Beads. Join me in creating these Awaken earrings featuring our halos for diamonds. These earrings were created by Anna during one of our design live sessions, and I think you'll really have fun learning how to use them without a diamond shaped bead in the middle. Remember, if you need any supplies, go ahead and look below in the description of the video to click on links to shop with us online. Gather up all your materials and let's get started. So to begin our Awaken earring, we are going to be utilizing 3 of the halos for diamonds. And those halos for diamonds we're going to put right next to one another. I have 0.006 white thread along with a size 12 needle. And we're going to be attaching these together with 11 seed beads. I have the Crystal Lab full, and then I have there just 3 seed beads of the white Lila luster, along with a 6mm in the disco balls in the rose AB. To begin, I have a stop bead on the end of my thread, which is about 4 feet. And I'm actually going to start with that starter thread coming through the top hole of one of my halo beads. I'm then going to reverse the thread right away just so it goes to the bottom hole. We're going to connect at the bottom here for all of our halos, and then we'll work at connecting the top. The bottom is going to be a series of 7 beads. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to go from the bottom right hole to the bottom left hole and through, so you're coming out the middle of your halo bead. See how that just kind of cups along the bottom there? From here, add 1 11-0 in your silver, 1 pink, 1 silver, and go back through that same bottom right hole. What that's going to do is just cap the bottom of that halo bead with the seed beads, and then your seed beads in the middle are just going to sit right in there. From here, we are going to connect the next one. So we're going to come down through 3 of our seed beads. In that group of 7 that we added, coming down just 3. Coming out those 3, we're going to add 4 more seed beads. Once you have those 4 seed beads on, you're going to pick up your next halo, and we're going to go into the bottom right from the outside towards the interior. While we're in the middle here, go ahead and add 11 pink, 11 silver, and then through the left-hand hole of that same halo diamond. To tighten this up and attach it completely, go now through those same 3 seed beads that your thread was coming out of as we exited the first halo and started adding seed beads for the second. That's going to pull that second one right in place there. To get a little point with that 11 seed bead, we're going to skip over the 11, the first one there in that group of 4 that we put on, and just go through 3 and come on out. What that's going to do as you tighten the thread is pop that middle bead into a nice point. From here, we're going to grab our next one of our halo beads here. And because I'm coming out the top rather than the bottom, I'm going to pick up my next halo and go from the bottom left exterior and in towards the interior. Because I'm in the middle, I'm going to add my 3 11s, the pink in the middle with the silvers on the side, and now sew through the right-hand hole on the exterior. From here, add 4 more beads, and then go over to those 3 beads on the left and catch on them. So those 3 there. As you pull that tight together, you can see how these all sit nice and next to one another. From here, I am going to go back through these seed beads here in the interior, go back through to the starter side here. And what we're going to do now is go in towards the bottom, going through this 3 seed beads, skipping over that 4th bead there in the center, and sew up through the 3. When you skip over that 4th bead in the center, you want to make sure that your thread goes and tucks behind so that center bead pops down towards the interior of the halos at their point. And there you have it. From here, we're going to add more beads. We're going to add 1, 2, and 3 11-0s that are going to sit along the side from the bottom hole to the top hole of our last diamond halo. Going in then to that second hole, you're going to go from the left side in toward the interior. Once you're in the interior, grab another 11-0 seed bead. Share the pink 11 that's in there for that nice Xing effect. And then add another 11 and come to the exterior. So you can see that nice Xed version there. From here, grab 3 more seed beads and go into that bottom hole, and then on a diagonal, come on out. So I'm going and adding my 3 beads here on the side. I go from the top hole to the bottom hole and then sew on a diagonal through that same diamond. From here, I'm going to do the top. The top is also going to be another group of 7. Once you have those 7 seed beads on, go ahead and go through the entire right-hand row of your seed beads from the side of that first diamond halo. Now that you're down through all the beads there on the right, again, skip over that middle bead there and go into all of the beads on the left-hand side. Now you may notice, depending on your brand of seed beads, that Toho is nice and tight. Miyuki, you have a tiny bit of a gap. If you want to, when you're coming out the secondary side here, to go around one more time, just add in 1 seed bead there. Again, like I said, with the Toho brand, I didn't need to. With the Miyuki, I'll add 1 more at that connection spot. Going around again, that whole center interior. We're going to go through and come out then, right here, get to the second one. So I'm going the whole way through again, the exterior, skipping over that middle bead, going up through the first 3 beads on the left-hand side, just the first 3. Once you're through those first 3 beads, coming out this side here, I want you to go ahead and go through and add in 1, 2, 3 more beads. You're going to go through to the top hole of the interior, towards the interior from the right-hand side of that center halo. From here, go ahead and just kind of push them into place so they're sitting right next to one another. From here, add an 11-0, go through that center 11, that pink one, and then add another 11. And out that secondary side. When you're here on the secondary side, add 1, 2, 3 more seed beads and go down the left-hand side 3 beads. Now we're just going to repeat where we skip over that center bead, go back up through the first 3 there that are joined between the 2 halos, and when then you come out those 3 beads, go ahead and go up the next 3 along the sides, and then add 7 to 8 11-0 seed beads. If you're using the Miyuki brand, you're going to notice that you probably need 8, Toho 7. Sometimes with the fit, you'll notice that you need more or less, so I'm just going to lay it down, let it relax a little bit. Try for my 7. Lay those down, and notice and see I need an 8th. From here, I'm going to go down through the 3 that sit connecting from one hole to the other on the halo, as well as the next 3 and out. From here, we're going to go into the next design. I'm going to skip over bead number 4 there from those original 7 and go over to the next 3. Once again, that gets that center one to pop toward the interior, so all 3 11-0s in the inside are right next to one another. From here, we're going to basically repeat what we've been doing. 3 beads go on. I'm going to go from that first hole, basically coming out through those 3 seed beads, go through the second hole. Once I come through that second hole there, I want to add an 11, go through that shared pink bead, add another 11 on, and come out through the top hole towards the right-hand side. At this point, go ahead and move your stop bead a little bit because you don't want to, by accident, sew through that stop bead. So we're going to just move that out a little bit. Add 3 more beads. Go through the 3 beads that sit at the bottom there. Doing a little wiggle to get your beads to sit next to one another. Skip over that bottom seed bead. And then sew up through the 6 seed beads here. Once you're out through the top there, again, 7 or 8 seed beads go on. If you're doing the Miyuki brand, you're going to most likely need 8. If you're doing Toho, 7 will do it. Come on over then through the top and out the first 2 beads. Right there along the top. And now here's where you get to kind of decide and see where you want and how you want your earring to look. So if you want it to look like I'm going to that, it's going to sit on this nice kind of point here with our crystal coming right in the middle. You can go ahead and continue with me. If you want it to sit on the side here, you can add your wire guard to the top. I'm going to take my needle and thread now and go back through my line of seed beads, that next third and then the next 3 lines of seed beads. Coming around then to this top here, skip over that middle bead and come on out after my bottom 3 beads there. Once I'm out through those bottom 3 beads, I'm going to pick up my 6 millimeter crystal. If you want to, you can use a silky, you can use a crystal, you can use an iris duo, kind of up to you. And I'm going to go to the far side of the next diamond, count over my 3 seed beads that connect to the bottom, and sew through those 3 seed beads. That crystal then is going to sit right and in the middle there. Nice and pretty. From here, skip over the top and go through the 3 seed beads once again. After you come out through those 3 seed beads, you're going to go through that crystal again. Give a nice tight pull. This time when you come down the crystal, instead of going back the 3 beads towards the other side to make that loop, we're going to go out 3 beads towards the corner of our halo diamond. Once you're out the corner of that halo diamond, we're going to create our line of seed beads that get to the top. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 seed beads. Grab your wire guard. Go through the one side of the wire guard. Up and around then through the secondary side of that wire guard. Wire guard, wire guardian. Down through the other side there. See how that connects? And then count one over. So you have your 3 that you're coming out of, 3 more, which is going to bring you right near the point of that final diamond and in. Oops, sorry. It'd be nice if I add 5 seed beads first. Let's add our 5 seed beads here. And comment below and let me know that I missed that. You can also make these longer by adding in 10 beads, 12 beads. Through those next 3 beads there. There you go, that pulls that right on top. Through your crystal to reinforce. Down through those 3 beads again. Over on the other side. And then we're going to reinforce right where our wire guard is. Up through our seed beads. Up through the wire guard, down through the seed beads, and then all I'm going to do is I am going to let this relax here. Work my beads the whole way till I get to the starter thread and tie my thread ends together. From there, we just put an ear wire on and our Awaken earring is completed. If you want to get a little bit of a different view too, in her sample piece, Anna actually used a silky bead in the middle and then brought the seed beads just a little bit tighter with just beads and crystals on the side as she entered in to the top. So you can see how you can change it up by including different 6mm beads in the middle. As always, thanks everyone for joining me in the creation of these Awaken earrings. They were a beautiful design that Anna made during one of our Facebook design lives. There's a lot of options that you can do with these, creating them into a necklace, a pendant, linking them together, as well as switching up what kind of 6mm bead you use in the center there. Go ahead and comment below and give us your feedback on what kind of bead you're going to put in the center of these Awaken earrings. I can't wait to see all of your designs in our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making, as well as read the comments below and let us know exactly what modifications you made or change-ups that you did. As always, don't forget to subscribe. I noticed a lot of you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads. As always, thanks so much for joining me. Thank you again to Anna, and enjoy your Awaken earrings.